Hi, it's Tiaan from Fitness in Cape Town, joining the guys from the No Results, Only Excuses podcast.
Thank you. That's well done.
That's perfect. Going straight in.
Cool.
Welcome to another episode of No Results, Own Excuses, where we talk fitness, nonsense, and partial facts. My name is Matthew Bowman, and as always,
Whitney Dick.
and
Justin Swart.
And sometimes
Tiaan Visser.
Sometimes Tiaan.
I'll be honest, I think we need to edit that out because Tiaan's introduction was much better than Matt's.
to move him in. I'll just switch him. I'll cut him in.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's a better idea.
Okay, and Justin's topless. Are you bottomless as well?
No, I've got some shorts on, don't you worry. Shorts on.
I hope Tiaan's topless because the rule was to have either no shirt.
Boy, look at my shoulders, how this one has shrunk away after the surgery, boy. I look like a little Quasimodo, boy. It's terrible.
It's starting to look like that guy in the movie 300 that didn't make it into the army.
Yeah. I fell short there, really.
Okay, nice. So we've got Tiaan on today for a special reason. But Tiaan, you tell the fans who you are and what you do and why are you wearing a CrossFit t-shirt in the night?
So I mean, you guys all know me, and because we all train together at the same affiliate. But yeah, my name's Tiaan. I'm one of the co-owners and directors of Fitness in Cape Town, which is one of the sanctioned events based here in South Africa in Cape Town. I also work for CrossFit HQ across two portfolios. One is the country manager looking after the South African affiliates, and then the other one on the CrossFit Health side. So a lot of the projects that we're working on there, they're mainly based in the States, but some exciting stuff. One of the latest projects, though, I don't know if you guys have seen the affiliate map. You can look and search for medical doctors who have their level 1.
Oh,
That's cool.
So,
nice.
So we had a lot of people or patients or athletes say, listen, I want to be treated by a doctor who understands, what I do in training and stuff. So that's where that all came about.
Tiaan, when did that go live? The addition of the doctors on the map?
Oh man, they made a post about it. It was about a month ago or so. I can find it.
Sure, you can see all of them here. There's even plastic.
Yeah, so we're still building out the network, obviously. So those are just the first round of guys who signed up. So So I think a big one is obviously like orthopods and stuff like that. My orthopedic surgeon, the first thing he asked me was, how did you injure your shoulder? And then you say CrossFit. He goes, oh yeah, very dangerous, very dangerous.
Yeah,
and he was actually walking with a bit of a limp. And I said, doctor, but how did you, what happened? He's like, oh man, I fell off my mountain bike. So I was like, okay, so here's the question.
Yeah.
Is mountain biking dangerous or are you just a bad cyclist? And then he laughed, and then it's true. Dude. It's not that I'm a bad CrossFitter. It's just an old rugby injury that just...
But Tiaan, I think what you're saying is that often CrossFit is misunderstood and people jump on the bandwagon and just assume that you're injured because you're doing CrossFit.
100%, boy. There's that stigma, and that the NSCA, the National Strength and Conditioning Council of America, where they did that false study that CrossFit's dangerous and it causes all of these injuries and stuff, which, HQ took them to court over it. Then they have to retract all of those statements because the data that they collected was all falsified data. So,
okay, so we're going to look on the map. We're going to look for a doctor. Justin, you should have looked for a doctor when you came back from Corona country.
I don't need a doctor. I'm so healthy that Corona is dead, brother.
we only got one doctor from South Africa signed up, urologist, boy. So unless you want an examination where you don't really want one, boy, self-isolate.
Now, just while we're on the topic, if I'm on the map now, and if I zoom in, will I find something in South Africa? Not yet.
No, he said one. He just said one.
I know, but
Joburg.
Zoom in.
Oh, if you zoom in, I'm also on it now. Let me go.
Just having a look.
Okay, well, you guys look there. Tiaan, we actually got you on today because, as everyone knows, we're in a crisis, a global health crisis, and we're all sitting in our houses. That's why we're recording with such a terrible audio quality today. But you've set up something really cool to help people around the world and to help the community of CrossFit.
Yeah, man. So, well, listen, firstly, it's not just me. It's the whole group of...
No, it was just you. Just say it.
It's just you. It's just you.
Yeah, it's just me.
Yeah. the royal we. So we all got together, the sanctional owners, and it was actually driven by the guys from Loud and Live. So Matt O'Keefe and his team. So they own 5 of the sanctional events. And he just reached out to us, I think like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And he just said, listen, like, I'm all in now to help people in this time because, I'll be damned if I see the affiliates go down. If it wasn't for CrossFit and affiliates, like Matt said, he wouldn't be where he is in his life. So he's super passionate about it, man. And the guys let you set this up pretty much overnight and pulled like up all of the stops. I don't know if you guys have seen the website and stuff and that, but it's a free online competition. We're going to do 7 workouts over 7 days. The workouts, the first announcement's going to be on Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, I think. Then there's going to be a 24-hour live show that's going to go across the globe. So at 6 p.m., I think, Eastern time in the States, Matt and Tia are going to announce the first workout and do it in Matt's garage gym at home. And then as the time zones go on, they will then switch over to the various countries who fall in the time zone. So myself and Jason... So when I talk about myself, I mean Fittest in Cape Town, and Jason Smith will go live with Tommy Marquez and Sean Woodland at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. So they will then just interview us and ask us about what's the vibe like here with the coronavirus, how's everyone holding up, what's everyone doing to keeping themselves busy and stuff. It will be like a half an hour short section, and then they'll move over to the next guys. And then obviously that'll be the 24-hour live, thing going on I think it's on a YouTube channel, on their YouTube channel. And then for every next day, they'll announce the workout at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Then they'll allow for 24 hours for everyone to do it and log their scores before they announce then the workout again at 6 p.m. that evening. So the idea as well is for Jason and myself to go live every day on, say, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday until the next Saturday at a set time. We're still going to need to determine it, where we will go over the workout. Jason will then run a short little warm-up, and then he'll also discuss maybe like a quick strategy for the workout. And then, we'll have some cool prizes and stuff from a couple of sponsors who are involved. And then we'll log off and let the people do the workout, and then they can send us their videos and pictures and tag just, the relevant stuff. And then we'll choose a winner and get them some shirts and stuff, and maybe some shoes, maybe some supplements, maybe some equipment for your home gym. Wow. So yeah, man. And 100% of the funds that are raised are going to be distributed to 3 charities. So I think it's, the first one's the CrossFit Foundation. The second one was the Red Cross. And then the other one was just some feeding hunger. I need to get this one right.
Courtney, you're on mute.
Hey?
Yeah, I think Courtney is part of that foundation.
I'll put myself on mute just so you don't hear my child making a noise, crying because it doesn't want to sleep. Yeah.
So the other one, the third one is Action Against Hunger.
Okay. Awesome. I'm trying to put the link read all that.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, Courtney, you better fill in the application form for that.
I'll have the program by, take a guess.
Rich Froning.
Froning, yeah. Matt.
Boy, come.
Yeah.
No, be a bit more creative. No.
Okay.
Close, but not.
Chris Oman.
Close to Tia. Close to Tia.
Shane Orr.
Shane Orr and Ben Bergeron.
Come now. That's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah,
Lots
man.
of credibility.
Are you in a WhatsApp group, all of these guys?
I am.
Let's send them
See some numbers.
Yeah, show us some numbers.
No pants picture.
Nice. So, do you need to be a CrossFit star to enter, and do you need a home gym like Matt and Justin's to enter?
No, man. So basically, there's 3 levels. So there's the RX, there's scaled, and there's an alternative or alternate. So obviously the RX is the only equipment you need for all of the workouts. It's not going to feature in all of the workouts. Is a dumbbell and a skipping rope. And then the other 2 scaling options, obviously, if you don't have a dumbbell, you can use something, make a dumbbell with it, or there's the alternate that is completely, if you've got no equipment, then you can do it. So, man, it's completely scalable. So if you RX, or if you're just a beginner, or if it's your mom, your granddad, or your dog, you can do it.
Oh, so that means we're all doing it. Especially you.
Yeah, awesome.
I can do it with my busted shoulder.
There we go.
I have to scale a bit more.
Justin's going to do it. It's going to be his 3rd workout for the day.
Well, Justin, here's a bit of motivation, boy. If you haven't signed up for it yet, so all of the sanctioned events who are supporting this and involved in this have agreed that the winner can get a free entry into their sanctioned event without having to qualify by any of the other online
really
qualifiers. Yeah,
that's really cool.
Oh, that's nice.
If I don't talk to you guys in the next 5 minutes, I'm signing up. Just don't talk to me. I'm signing up.
What's the entry fee, yeah?
It's for free, my man. It's for free.
Yeah. But you can make a donation if you like.
Yeah, it's free. You can make a donation if you like, but it's not compulsory. But also, there's no limit to the donation, man. If you want to make R1 or if you want to make 1,000 Rand, it doesn't matter. And I know the exchange rate is crap and stuff, but man, rather have like 1,000,001 cents than than have nothing at all. So every little bit counts, man. The goal is to get to $1 million and 100,000 people sign up to do the online to do the fundraiser. So yeah, man. As you can see, a lot of the top athletes have bought into it. Katrin and Tia and Matt and a lot of the guys have Cole and all of them have already posted. So they're obviously Matt and Tia are going to do the first announcement. Then there obviously are a lot of like star power athletes lined up for the following days to announce the workouts. So yeah, man, it's super exciting. Have you guys seen the Noble shoes that they made? The limited edition United in Movement?
Yeah,
So, no, I didn't see those either. I saw Fakowski's.
Oh my God.
He's obviously in.
Now Matt's going to go look at
I saw the Nobles.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They're pretty cool. So as I said, they made those specially for this, initiative, and 100% of those net sales, they will donate to the United in Movement fundraiser. So
These guys are going hard, eh? Yo.
Very cool.
yeah, man.
How come there's no CrossFit branding anywhere on the Instagram or on the website? It doesn't say like the normal CrossFit anywhere.
Well, CrossFit's running their own fundraiser that support your local box.
Yeah, I saw that.
So yeah, I think during this time as well, everyone was thinking like, geez, we need to get a fundraise in some sort of way. So everyone was obviously working in silos. And then eventually when the people are like, okay, cool, let's look at like maybe integrating or finding some synergies. Everyone's like, listen, it's a bit too late in the game now because we're literally ready to go live like tomorrow. So it was just, I think my personal opinion, I just think it was just too late to like really get down to the nitty gritties of like how you would integrate the initiatives and stuff. But listen, people are at home, man. I don't train 3 times a day like Justin, but I've got more than enough time to do these workouts when they get announced. No one's going anywhere in these lockdown days. So, man, it's fun. Do it. On the United in Movement one, you can register. You don't have to log a score if you feel you're a bit embarrassed about your score. Saying like, this is you're part of it, So, yeah, man. It's just moving forward together, man. It's just like uniting in movement. So that's what we anyway do in the CrossFit community. So
You see, I did a fast turnaround on the Instagram page to edit videos for you, create a page, and all its content. Guys are on it.
Yeah, boy, listen, I mean, the Loud and Live guys have pulled in all of their like admin resources, you know, that have got a normal day job to like work on that. So, man, if it wasn't for that, like, you know, that back office support staff from them, and we wouldn't have been able to get this thing off the ground as a collective. So,
yeah.
Really
And the
cool.
amount of big names is crazy. Like the CrossFit one, the support your local box. They've got like no like big athletes like making videos and reposting stuff, but this one's got everybody.
yeah, man, but you also got to see it in context, eh? You know, the CrossFit thing, you know, the focus from CrossFit HQ is to focus on the affiliates and stuff. And it was, you know, de-emphasizing the games like they've done a bit. And it's to put the emphasis back on the affiliates. Like I said, it's also, man, it's like people have been working like a week, maybe max, on getting these things set up and, you know, and launched. So it's also difficult to, you know, to mobilize a lot of the people and the athletes and the staff and you name it. So.
Yeah. What is Justin doing? Justin, why are you on the floor?
Oh, man, I'm just stretching a little bit.
Yes, like, this is a serious thing we're doing.
This is a professional interview. Tiaan's our second guest.
Is Chelsea stretching you, boy?
Yeah.
Chelsea's drinking a glass of wine. She's done with me for the day.
Are your pants off?
Okay, so am I.
That's it, man.
Okay, we'll talk to Tiaan about everything about United in Movement. Let's, while we have him, let's talk about, because we always talk about Tiaan in the other episodes.
Yeah. We want to know what he's doing.
Tiaan,
no HQ questions.
I was going to ask him Greg Glassman questions.
No. Tiaan, since we have you on, we always talk about CrossFit Health. So, like, we always talk about it on the show. I don't know if you ever listen to it. But we always ask him, like, what is CrossFit Health doing on the day to day, because when you go to the gym, all you see is Justin Swat. You see his underpants that he wears every day, but you don't see like what CrossFit Health is doing for the average gym goer like me. So how does that tie into our day to day gym lives?
So, I mean, that's the question we get asked the whole time. But basically, at the beginning when they launched CrossFit Health, you know, everyone thought it's a new affiliation model and this and that. And like in a nutshell, probably the only way to describe it is that it's not an affiliation model, but it's more of an awareness campaign to show and to teach that CrossFit, the training and methodology, is a solution to chronic disease. So, you know, it's not, you know, I mean, Justin's a good athlete and stuff, but it's like for the you and the me, we've got a bit of high blood pressure, but but a high cholesterol and stuff. And it's just to show that it's for everyone, man, and that it is a solution to combat chronic disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, you know, I don't know, all sorts of ailments, man. How many people have you seen on those videos of people who are depressed, you know, who found CrossFit and it changed their world through the community and the training and this. And also just to show really that it's universally scalable. I mean, you learn that in the level 1, you know. When they moved over and showed those at-home workouts with people doing the water jug and the old living room stuff, everyone's like, oh my God, what shit is this? What workouts and scaling options are we doing exactly at this point in time in lockdown in our living rooms?
Great point, yeah. Lots of foresight there, I must say.
So I mean, obviously that wasn't planned, but like that's the type of like vision that like just I don't know, like the vision that Greg has. He's like, I know this is going to like somewhere people are going to be like, oh, okay, shit, that's what it is. Like it makes sense now. But you know, like with anything, bro, all changes, like you said earlier, someone's going to complain or moan about it. You know, when they you know, took the emphasis off the games, people moaned about it, and then eventually they accepted it. But it's always the smallest minority that like shouts the loudest, you know. Then they did something else, and then the people also had an issue with it, and then man, over time people accept it, and they're like, okay, shit, like I just need to get on board, or like it's not major changes that like changes the game completely. I mean, it didn't end the world. They didn't start World War III. although some people can argue that the COVID-19 is World War III, but
yeah.
But yeah, man, life goes on. So
yeah, cool. Matt, you had a question?
No, carry on.
Okay, so like when you look at the way CrossFit's changed now in the last 10 years or whatever, and I've been involved for like 5 years, and I think it's changed a lot. And I think in like some of the mature countries, like the ones who've been doing CrossFit for longer than us, the CrossFit's changing. How do you think it's going to be like 10 years time from now? Are we still going to have the same model? Is someone like Justin going to be coaching classes in front of people? Is it going to change?
Jeez, man, I don't know. I've been around for as long as you have been, for 5 years. But man, I think in this point in time where we are at this, like with this pandemic and stuff, like, man, I wouldn't want to make any future predictions. Like everyone's just hunkering down now and trying to just to steady the ship and get through this. And then I think, you know, that being said, obviously with what's happened, like, man, so many businesses have pivoted and taken their stuff online. So I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens with more online courses. I mean, you know that just before we had the lockdown, they released the online barbell course, online dumbbell course and stuff like that. So, man, I'm sure something like that's going to happen down the line, man. But you know, businesses have to pivot in changing times and stuff, and uncertain times. So yeah, man, I think we'll see some changes. I don't know what, but yeah, we'll definitely see some change.
I was going to say two things. I think future CrossFit boxers are going to have an in-house box doctor, number one. And they're going to say, listen, you're looking a little bit ill at the moment. You've got the flu, and historically you've got the flu twice a year. So I want you to go and improve on Annie, Barbara, and Cindy over the next 6 months. And we're going to see how that has an impact on your health. And we predict that you'll get the flu less often in coming years. Thank you very much. Hey, 500 Rand.
That's it, boy. But that's it. So that's CrossFit Health. It's an awareness campaign. So what you just said was exactly right. You're like, you will make people healthier, better, and stronger by doing CrossFit. It's like that sickness, wellness, fitness continuum. It's a hedge. Fitness is a hedge against sickness. And the only way you're going to get there, in our opinion, is by doing CrossFit. You know, it's not about your elite athlete going to the games, because, man, out of all of the people in our box, we got probably about 200, 300 members. How many people have gone to the games? Me as a spectator, Justin to you know, some regionals and
as a reserve.
as a reserve. But the majority of people who walk in there are the people who want to make a change to their life, to their lifestyle. You know, people are a couple of pounds over, a couple of kilograms overweight and stuff. I mean, I don't want to name any names, but there's this guy who trains in the midday class, man. He came in there. He's won the nutrition talent challenge twice. You guys have seen him. His head's in the right place. He came and made a lifestyle change because he wanted to. And the vehicle to do that for him was CrossFit. And I mean, that guy, he's awesome in what he's done.
Prescribed him like medication and tying his stomach so that he can lose weight fast medically. Like he got prescribed fitness and worked for him.
Yeah, man. Greg always says, and I don't know what the number is, but he says we've had, say for example, we've had 100 times more people lose 100 pounds or more than what we've sent to the games. And that's exactly what the CrossFit Health message is trying to say. It's like, man, the games is the games, and it will always be there. It's like the Olympics and stuff. But, you know, the majority of the people are those, you know, in the community, though, on the ground level type of guy.
So Tiaan, what's your day to day? Your work in the day.
Me, boy, at the moment, I get up at 6:30. I go get Noah's bottle. Fetch him. Do with us. I come there making coffee and rusks for myself and Michelle, and then get the day cracking. No, man. So I think the nice thing for me is, but I work across 2 roles. So the nice thing is on the CrossFit Health stuff, because it's day for me and it's nighttime for them, like I can really focus on doing my work and stuff. And that's all like project-based stuff. So it's not really like interacting with people and stuff like that, except in the afternoons from about like 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. I'm usually on conference calls, like mostly on CrossFit Health stuff. Yeah. And then the country management stuff, man, it's just during the day. It's basically just being there for the guys if they got any issues and stuff. It's easier to get hold of me because of the time difference and stuff. And I got a WhatsApp group with the guys. So any guys got any issues, they just give me a quick call or they WhatsApp me or something and help resolve it. Or if not, then we engage with the affiliate team. But it's almost like it's just like being the first point of contact for them, showing them the love.
And you have an Instagram page, but that is not to do with HQ, huh?
So the at CrossFit SA one, no, that's just a personal adventurous one. So it's nothing official related to HQ, no.
Okay. But it's CrossFit SA, hey?
Yeah, at CrossFit SA, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So just an update. I have found the doctor in South Africa. He works on
Kevin Ramsamy, boy.
Yeah, Kevin Ramsamy. He's in urology, and he works on Steve Biko Road in Pretoria, Gauteng, South Africa.
Okay, so you're going to give him a call tomorrow.
Give him a call.
Yeah, he's our guy.
But you can also...
got rich from being the only guy on there.
No, but you can also search... you can also search by medical specialty. If you say, I'm looking for a plastic surgeon or whatever, then you can search by specialty and then find doctors obviously across the world. So, and you can also reach out to them if you're looking for whatever, orthopedic surgeon, and you see, that I know, I've heard about that guy in based in Boston or wherever. His contact details are on there, so you can drop him an email and say, hey man, listen, can I do a virtual consult with you, whatever. The other guys are doing telemedicine as well, so they are qualified and approved to give medical advice over the phone. So, yeah, man, listen, it's baby steps. Obviously, the majority of the concentration is in the States because that's where the project started, but it's growing slowly. So, I need to get Josh on there and Alana, but I don't know if Alana's got a level. Yeah.
Put Alana and Josh on there.
I just hit the drop-down arrow. And you can get family medicine, allergy, immunology, anesthesiology, cardiology, clinical research, medical genetics, nuclear medicine.
You're going to waste a lot of time if you read that whole specialty list.
It's long, man. It's incredible. I'm quite impressed.
That's crazy. I had no idea you could do any of that stuff on the website. Like I've never.
So that's what So that's a lot of what I do on a daily basis, man.
Oh, there we go. You're doing something.
Yeah, I try to keep myself busy.
Good.
Adding value.
Good, Tiaan. So, Tiaan, if you were the boss of maybe CrossFit, maybe
I'm gonna say no comment already, B.
No. If you were the boss of the world, let's say, and you could just change one thing. I could or let people know one thing. What would that be?
Hey, man, get fit and stay fit to be healthy.
As simple as that.
Here we go.
Simple as that, boy. As much as I'd want to say other stuff, I just keep it simple, man. It's just like the United and movement thing, dude. Just like move and be active. And actually, to be honest, man, I think I changed it. I just say people need to be more compassionate towards each other. Yeah?
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. All right.
Stuff.
You got anything else for Tiaan, boys?
Tiaan.
Yes. When we're having a bride.
Yeah, show us eating.
What do you want to see, boy? What do you want to see? I'll show you.
I want to see if the pants are off.
No, pants aren't off. Where?
I have a question. Are you at liberty to talk about the future of fitness in Cape Town? Is there any plans in that department?
Good question.
That is a good question.
Fits in Cape Town. I'm going to show you this. Sorry, my connection's unstable.
Yeah, mine's also bad.
Everyone's frozen. Can you guys see that? Can you see the names on there? No.
No.
Oh, it's all white.
Ben Bergeron, Jason Kalipa. I'll stop there.
Oh, you got us on the
Yeah, you got us in. We all went silent.
Look, line is stinking.
I got.
Matt, why are you drooling?
Greg Glass,
Greg.
but I never message him.
Yeah.
Too scared.
Yeah. Tell him we say hi.
Yes, just tell him we say hi.
I will.
Tell Savan we say hi.
What did you want to know? Cape Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about that
anything.
if you can. If you're at liberty to say anything.
But you, I introduced you guys, Madison. Hey, Matt, you as well.
Eh?
Yeah, Savan. Tiaan,
What did you say?
Sorry, my internet connection is breaking up.
Yeah,
Let me just
same.
quickly switch the TV off. Just hold on.
What did he say now? About Madison?
Said he introduced you guys in Madison.
Yes.
So I said, I introduced you guys to Greg and Madison that night that Matt and Justin maybe had one too many to drink. Justin had too many burgers.
Yeah.
Too many bison burgers.
What happened?
They're interesting. That night we talked a lot to the doctor. I don't know what
Sean Rocket, yeah. He's an orthopedic surgeon.
is it. He was really cool. And then
Matthew kept asking him questions about I think it was Annie or one of the daughters that had injured themselves.
Oh man, Sarah's rib or something.
More information. Yes.
Yeah, he wouldn't give us information.
Rib.
Yeah, I remember that. Sure, my connection's up here bad.
Yeah, I know it's bad. It's a stupid undersea cable, man. I don't know why it's broken at the wrong time and why it keeps breaking.
I thought Tiaan was making it break up because we started asking questions about fitness in Cape Town.
Yes.
No, I'll get on to the fits in Cape Town, but you remember that doctor, Sean Rocket? So he's actually the head, the lead doctor on the medical team. So we obviously had a good night with him and stuff. And then when I came back, he sent me an email just to say, hey man, thanks. I had such a good time partying with you guys and I love the scrumming. And apparently we were scrumming him on the dance floor at the athlete after party. I can't remember anything.
Oh no, I can't remember anything either.
Yeah, and that's actually why your shoulder's so buggy.
Yeah, true. He knew exactly where to target me because he specializes in shoulders as well.
Oh man, that's for sure.
Oh man. First in Cape Town, has it been rescheduled?
Tell us something juicy.
Yeah, yes and no. So I can't confirm or deny, but we are working on it, and that's probably as much as I can give you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's hope.
There's hope. I'm feeling hopeful.
Yeah.
But I mean, that obviously all depends how the rest of this year goes with everything else.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. So, man, if we weren't kicked out by the tennis, we probably would have been like one of a handful, I think one of 4 or 5 events that would have been able to happen this year. But it also, this whole season depends on how this pandemic plays out. I mean, I think they canceled the Olympics and stuff. And I think, even though we're going to get through lockdown, it's still going to be such a limited, movement type of thing. So, and people are also going to still be scared and stuff and still contain themselves and not go out as much, but at least still go out, a little bit. But man, I don't know. I think, man, if they cancel it, the games and stuff, this whole season is going to be a write-off, and then hopefully we can just start from scratch again next year, unless there are limitations put in place in terms of the number of people and the gatherings and stuff. But man, we're going ahead with planning and stuff, but obviously what happens on the next couple months split to, whether, you pull the trigger on stuff or not. So,
yeah. Maybe it's just good to chill and double up for the next year.
That's it. That's sharing that, yeah.
I feel so bad when I think about all those guys that qualified for the first time. I keep thinking like David Sharanki at wherever he was when he qualified, and then they cancel all the games probably. Must feel terrible. But luckily Justin didn't win in Brazil, otherwise he would feel terrible right now.
I got this feeling, and after the second event, the universe told me, just slow down, buddy. Don't
just swing back a bit.
But so I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
So it's like a theoretical one. So Fraser's now won it 4 times in a row. Is that right? So he's equaled Froning now. So what happens if, theoretical, they cancelled the games, Fraser couldn't compete to win it, it happens again in 2021 and he wins it? Will he beat Froning's record as consecutive wins, or how will that play out?
Wow.
Yeah, I guess it's still consecutive wins. It's not his fault it was cancelled.
There's a year gap, boy.
But then he got to practice for a year.
Oh, man, you could have the CrossFit Games 52 times a year, and he'd win all 52 times. He'd kill those guys every day.
Or say for example, they take it online, like everything's going that way now, and he does win that. Does that then count as like winning the CrossFit Games?
I wouldn't count that
in the purest sense for 5 years in a row.
Sure.
So I'm going to answer that quickly. I'm going to say no. He should win prize money if that is the case, but not the title. And if he does win 5 times, surely that puts him in his own category. So you would refer to him as 5-time champion, but maybe not focus so much on whether it's consecutive or not.
Yeah, I just I'm not making a statement or anything. I just find it super interesting because, man, I love the guy. I think he's amazing. And if the games gets cancelled, man, my heart will bleed for him because this oak works so hard for everything, man, and he really deserves it. Like if it gets cancelled, man, I'd shed a tear, because although yes, he wins and he's won it 5 years in a row, he will always. If it was me, I'd feel like, fuck, man, that 5th year, it wasn't really like a proper year. So
I was just going to say the psychology behind it, Tiaan, is very important, to have the motivation going into next year. So to kind of check the box and say this season was successful, there needs to be some sort of, like you say, online competition so that he can win $50,000 and then go to bed at night and say, cool, that was 2019. Let's focus on 2020 or 2021.
Yeah, but listen, okay, well, we're getting off topic here, but can you really test and find the fittest from an online competition?
No.
So, there's a whole group of people and couch coaches who are going to come out and argue their point and stuff, and it's
Okay, nice. Taking a picture.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? The one that
Lefteris.
Yeah, he'll tell you the answer. No ways.
All right, boys. So do you know what the outcome is of this podcast?
What's that?
Sorry.
The outcome of the podcast.
Yeah, we're going to sign up for United in Movement.
I've already signed up.
Buy some shoes. We're going to buy the shoes.
No. Sign up for United in Movement and sign up for the Support Your Local Box fundraiser as well.
As well. Okay.
Guys, listen here. While you've all been talking shit, I signed up and I donated $10. Thank you.
There we go. Well done, Justy. Donate $10 for me too. Just put
my name. Some money too.
Send me your banking details.
Hey man, I made a donation. I signed up for both, and I made a donation to a box that I know was in a bad shape, and it's not a locally based box. It's in South Africa, but it's not here where we are. So yeah, nice. I think that's important for people to realize that, don't feel obliged to support your own box. If it is in trouble, do it. But like I said, be compassionate during this time, and maybe look at reaching out to those, who aren't in a strong position to come out, on the other side and make it out whole. So, yeah.
That's a good point.
Some good words.
Yeah.
In the show.
Some deep words. Take that in the pipe, smoke it, go to bed.
Tiaan, with the things you're saying and the artwork behind you, I'm seeing in a whole different light.
It's a whole picture.
Listen, my boy, this painting's got a story. We bought this in Bali on our holiday, and I had to carry this thing through the airport and on the plane with me. And then I still got pulled over at customs here, and they asked me what it is, and I said it's just a painting. And it's like, but what? Yes, it's like, it's a painting of a face. It's like, what? I'm like a face.
Yeah, we all got one.
Yeah. It's like, what? Oh, well, it's not this face. It's just a face.
No, Tiaan, that's a hard job you did that, buddy. Every time I come back from a sanctional event, I've got to carry my name board on the plane. And it's not easy. It's not easy.
And then people look at you funny because you take extra space in the overhead compartment. And man, it's yeah. Just wait until you got a 1-year-old crying baby as well to handle.
Oh fuck! I don't know. I'm scared of doing that.
Yeah, Matt, you've got that.
Oh, he's got 2 more coming.
Yeah.
Hey, two is a lot.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, Tiaan's gonna have the mostest out of all of us soon.
A lot of advice, guys. Busy boy. Okay. Shall we call it?
All right, guys. We'll call it there. Thanks, Tiaan.
Cool, man. Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much.
And hope to see you guys after the lockdown.
Is there any communications? What is the WhatsApp handle for the Instagram handle?
For?
Movement United.
So it's hashtag United in Movement. Yeah.
Okay, that's the hashtag. And then you are at CrossFit SA?
At CrossFit SA, yeah.
And he's Tiaan Visser. If you want to phone him, just WhatsApp me and I'll give you his number.
Good. All right. Thanks, guys. So you know where to find us. So send us an email, noresultsmedia@gmail.com, NoRex podcast on everything where you can find us. And stay at home and stay safe and don't cough on people and don't buy all the Sasko Sam.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.